Good morning, this is Lynx. This is the Death card, the Death archetype. It is one of three archetypes you need if you're gonna make your own oracle. And that's the first thing I wanna say. Secondly, there's a great many misconceptions about this archetype and many other archetypes and many other beliefs that are getting in the way of people being able to read accurately or actually use the cards in a way that help them to live a bigger life rather than a smaller life. And I want to talk about that in a second. But first, before I do that, I wanted to let you guys know that I wrote a little PDF about developing your psychic gifts. It's just a little 13-page PDF, some things I've noticed over the years. And I'm giving it out to people who message me. So if you want a copy of it, just message me, say, hey, Lynx, my name is, and maybe tell me a little bit about how you found the station or what your interests in this arena are or what you'd like to see more of, and I'll send it to you. So, but I am not sending it to anyone who just says, send me the PDF and won't tell me their name or anything, because I think there's way too much skulking going on in the world right now. And if we want to solve the problems of the world right now, we have to start to, introduce ourselves to other people, come out of our shells and start to connect to other people. So I'm not sending it to anyone who just says, send me the PDF with no name or anything. So tell me your name, tell me a little bit maybe about what your interests are in this arena, how you found my station, whatever. And I'll send you the PDF for free. And then hopefully, if you use it and you work with it or you work through it, tell me what you got out of it or what worked for you or what you liked or whatever. Message me back after you've worked with it for a little. So that's the first part. So if you want, send me a message and I'll send you the PDF for free. You can send it to my phone, 779-302-8009, or conjurehope@gmail.com, my email, and I'll post it in the video too for you guys to do. So if you want that PDF on how to develop your psychic gifts, just message me and I'll send it to you. And then now back to this. The Death card is one of the cards that has a lot of misconceptions attached to it. And just this last week, I was doing a reading for someone. The Death card came up and the person said, hey, doesn't it mean this? I'm like, well, maybe, but. So this is one of the things I've been noticing over the years, is there are a lot of people out there who are interpreting the cards in a way that sort of reinforces their agenda or the outcome that they want. There are beliefs relating to this, or people are making up their own systems, their own ideas, their own stuff, and then they're trying to jam things into it. There are a lot of misconceptions out there right now that are stopping people from being able to do practical reads. And I am all about, and this station has been devoted to, how to do this stuff practically, right? So how do you do this practically? How do you get a practical answer that helps you to become bigger rather than to become smaller? And a lot of the ways that people are reading right now, they're using the cards in ways that are making their lives and their experiences smaller and smaller and smaller. And we shouldn't be doing that. These should be a tool to help us get bigger. Coco Chanel said, she used the Lenormand cards for business. And I think it was Vanderbilt who said, millionaires don't use astrologers, billionaires do. So this stuff should be used to make us wealthier, healthier, better relationships, not smaller, hiding in our homes. I think one of the biggest disservices that the spiritual community had was this whole solitary practitioner thing. There's a lot of problems in the world that will only happen if we come together and start connecting with each other. So that's why I've been doing these tutorials every week. And I had a request this week. That's why I brought this up. Someone said, hey, can you do a tutorial next week relating to the cards that talks about death and other cards that have been misconstrued, like people who've had, what is the real meaning of this stuff? So this week, I'm doing a tutorial on Tuesday on how a lot of the misconceptions and beliefs have interfered with some of these understandings of what these archetypes are and how they've inhibited us from living bigger lives. So I'm going to be talking more about when does death mean this and when does death mean that, and what are some of the other archetypes that have been misconstrued, and what are some of the practices that people have been using that have limited themselves. These have been some of the coolest sessions I've ever done with people, because we have come up with so many limiting ideas and people are really changing the way that they read because of this. And there are a lot of things that people have been taught, and there are a lot of books that have been written, and a lot of things that people have put out there that are really inhibiting people from being able to use these to live a bigger life and to grow in a bigger way. So if you want to get in on this one, death card and others, what are some of the the meanings and things that have stood in the way of people being able to read practically, message me. And the session is 35. It's an hour long. It's in a private Facebook group, and we'll get you in on it. And these are really, really fun. And we had some major insight and breakthroughs these last couple of weeks in these sessions. So if you want to get in on them, contact me 779-302-8009 or conjurehope@gmail.com. Also, if you want that PDF, message me same way. I am Lucky Links, wishing you success and good fortune in all that you do.